Hey, welcome back, guys. Okay, so far so good. We have a working system here. So if I click submit, it does show me what I have submitted. The only problem is we don't have a database, a table for it. So let's go to our database here and let's create a table. So new table. And this one is going to be for the contact. So say contact us. You can pretty much name it anything you want. Important part is the ID here. And then the others, let's look at what we have. So we have name, email, subject, message. Submit doesn't need to be there. So what I will do is go down to here and remove that name submit because I don't really need it. That way we can avoid having it come down there, but it's not really a big deal. So let's go with name, and then there's email, and then there's subject. And of course we need name, email, subject, message, and that's it. So we need one more here, so add one more, click go, and then that's the message. But I think we need one more for the date so that we can know when this was actually sent. And then I'm going to go for ID can be on int because we don't expect to flood this number with messages. It's quite a big number, so I think we'll leave it at int. The name will be variable character, varchar, same here, subject, same, message, same. So only the last one will be date time, and then here message I will put I don't know, maybe we can limit them to 500 characters or maybe 1,000. Subject maybe, I don't know, 30 characters. That's entirely up to you. Let's put 100 characters here, and the name 20 characters like that. And int, we'll leave it as it is. Just make sure you click auto increment and primary index, and then let's hit go. Actually, I should have put some default values but actually all these are required, so I think it's going to be okay. Now you may need to search via email for these people that are sending you messages, so we can put an index on the email. You may want to search via subject as well, so let's put an index on subject. And you might be familiar with their name, so let's put an index on name as well. Okay, so that is good enough. Now that we are done with that, we need to go and actually create where is the contact us? There we go. So here we need to create a model to handle this. So let me see what model here we can plagiarize. Let's go to categories for a second here. I think this one does it. Now the thing is, the messages we'll be receiving, we won't be editing. We may want to delete some of them, and we may want to get all of them, and we may need to get one of them. Okay, I see what's going on here. So let's select all this here up to maybe delete. That should do it. And then I'm going to create a new file, right click in the models, new file, paste, save, and this one is going to be contact. I don't know what you can call it. You can decide to call it messages. Maybe that makes more sense. So let's try messages.class.php. Save. Okay, so after here we need to close that class, so closing tag. We don't need this edit part, so remove that as well. For now, the important one is the create. Now instead of category, we go to class messages. I don't know, we have to maintain, these others are singular, so we have to maintain that. So instead of category, Messages, we have message, product. Yeah, so let me rename this from messages to message. It's a good idea to keep the tense for everybody the same. Okay, so there we go. Makes things easier to remember. All right, so here, new instance, but let's come back here where we do have this. I'm going to ignore this for now. And once we get here to this point, what I want is, yeah, we do need to save that. But then instead of show here, we are going to say create and then send that post data. But obviously we want to create this on message create, like so. And then of course we need to load that message model. I will get user here and change that to message, like so. Okay, so message create. Let's come back here to the create portion of things. And then I will change a few of these things. And here I will say there's a name that we need. And then there is a email. And then after that, there's a subject, there's a message. So then, oops, what have I done? Okay, subject, and then there's a message. Alrighty then. And then we also need a date. So let's create that date right here. Let me do this. Okay, so let's create that date over here. So the date will be equal to date YMDHIS, and then let's change that to date. All right, so let me make sure that I haven't missed something. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we are good. Okay, let's get back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's great. So obviously these are not, this is an array, so I'm going to remove the arrows and do that, Control right, and then close there, like so. And of course we're going to remove the UC words, just leave it for the name. That should be it. Delete that. Let's remove the closing brackets as well, like so. All right, great. Now let's do some validation as well. So here, what I will do is I'm going to put an error. Let's just say protected error is equal to array, like so. So let's create a new array. And then we're just going to check things. Let's say the name, because you see these contact forms are very easy way for somebody to hack your system. So you must validate this data thoroughly. So let's make sure that we use some regular expression here from, so what this one is talking about is from beginning to the end. So beginning to end, it must match everything. And so all we want is letters. That's it, no numbers. Capital letters, small letters, that's about it. Okay, so that's probably good enough. So let's change this to name. So please enter a valid name. And what else? I think we can use a similar system for, wait a minute, let's duplicate this a bit. We can use something similar for the subject and the message. Wait for the message. Nah, I think the message, we just need to check if it's not empty. That's it. So let's use the subject as well in the same manner. Please enter a valid name. Let's remove the second one. And then this is going to be something like that. Because we are adding to the array. And it's very important to reset the array here. So I'm going to say this error is equal to empty array. Okay, so we reset it to make sure that we are not getting previous errors. And yeah, that should do it. So here, subject, please enter a valid subject. Let's remove name again at the end. And let me copy. I need this here. So let me copy that. Paste it here. Okay, so let's do one for the message and the email. So let me go to the email. Now there's a special filter for email that comes with PHP. So we're going to use that. This comes with filter var. So let's see how we can do that one as well. So let me put message here. And then here I just want to check if it's not empty. So if empty here, like so. If empty message, please enter a valid message, valid email, valid subject. Okay. So we're going to deal with email shortly. For now, let's ignore it for a second. And let me come down here. And what we need to check for here is this error. If there is nothing in there, so we can do that by saying if count this error is equal to 0. So if there's nothing in there, then we are good to go. Okay. So now finally we can say insert into messages. Actually, it's contact us. That's what we named the table. Poorly named, obviously. And let's select what we need to add here. So there's name, there's subject, there's email, of course. The order doesn't really matter. There's message and there's a date. So let's copy all that, copy, and let's put it right over here. And then I'm going to use these commas, select all of them, just to add a full colon on each one of these. That should do. Full colon there as well. Okay, looking great. So here we have write query array. Alrighty then, this looking good. Now the thing is, if we don't pass through here, it means there are some errors here, right? So by the time we get here, let's return the errors instead. So let me copy this and put it there. All right, so we either return the errors or we return true. So let's look at this delete right here. We can easily issue this one. So we can say delete from contact us. Where ID is equal to ID, and that's it. So great, our class is done. The only thing is, okay, we have to fix this email thing, but we will do that later. For now, let's give it a shot and see if things will work as planned. So I'm just going to resend this data, resend and resend. Oh, I think the email will probably fail here. So let's see how we can display those errors. So let me go back to the contact us. Let me copy this and put it there. So I'm just going to have these errors set here. Okay, great. I think that does it. Maybe what I can do, just to put it there in the advance, I can just say errors is equal to empty array, like so, just to initialize it, and then we can add some more stuff there. This way I make sure I don't need to type is set, because I know it will be set every time. All right, so let's go to our contact.php, which is the view. And let's come back here for a second. Where are we? I want to display the errors. So let me see where is the right place to do that. So resend. Okay, and close brackets on line 32. This is inside the class. So where have we got an unclosed bracket? So let's try to match these. Oh, so there's this one right there. Function, which ends there. Okay, that's the one. And then we have that one, which ends here. Wait. The unclosed bracket on line 8 does not match. Okay, so this is the error. I have one that's like this, and then instead, okay, so maybe I have slightly more closing brackets on these things here. I think right here, where there are 3 of them, they are completely unneeded. Yeah, I think that should sort out the problem. Resend. Okay, on number 19, undefined token. So what have we done wrong? Okay, I think they are missing here. We did need 3 of these on this one. What about here? Yeah, we did need 3. How about here? Yeah, we did need 3. So where was the problem then? It was right on this one. Yeah. Okay. Refresh one more time. There we go. So we don't see anything. We don't see no errors, and I doubt that something was posted. Yeah, which is true. So what we need is to be able to display the errors and fix the email as well. So let's do that in the next video.